Hi yogis, we have finally made it to day 10 of our 10-day yoga challenge. I am so very proud of you for making it through all 10 days. So you have made a decision to change your destiny, to do something positive for you, for your body, for your well-being. So congratulations, you've made it all the way here. And hopefully you've learned a thing or two about yoga, and maybe you have interest in taking it a little bit further. And if not, at least you've stretched your body out and done some really positive things for yourself. So let's go ahead and get into day 10. All right, and I'm sure you're wondering what we'll be doing for day 10. It seems like we have covered a whole lot. We are going to be compiling all of the information that we've covered over the past 9 days and putting it together into a full yoga class. Today will be the longest video, but it will be extremely rewarding, and I promise you'll feel pretty amazing once we finish and complete the class. We're going to begin on our backs in what's called Supta Baddha Konasana. We'll say bye to Ozzy. Bye, buddy. We got to finish. Come on, buddy. Beginning on our backs, soles of the feet come together. Allow the knees to fall to the sides, maybe even bringing one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Focusing on our breathing, we'll take a big filling inhale through the nose, releasing through the mouth. And then we'll seal the lips, take the breath in and out of the nose, building our deep Ujjayi breathing. This is our victorious breath that'll carry us throughout the practice today. Helping to calm and provide a sense of ease to our neurological system. Begin to bring the knees together and drop the knees all the way over to the right. Take the gaze to the left. We're going to take a couple windshield wipers from side to side. Now bring the legs all the way to the left. Shift the gaze. And take it one more round. Beginning to combine breath with movement here. Bringing the knees back through center, wrap the arms around the shins, thighs over the rib cage, and just gently rock the back from side to side. Roll yourself all the way up to a seated position at the front of the mat. Go ahead and stay right where you are. I'm going to turn to face the camera so I can give you a visual aid here. Sitting in easy pose. Sukhasana with our legs crossed. Take an inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a spinal twist to the right. Drop the left palm to the right knee. Right hand comes back behind the back. Gaze follows the right shoulder. Inhale, back through center, arms reach high, gaze lifts. Exhale, twist to the left. Bring it back through center. We'll place the palms behind the back. Fingertips facing the seat or take them out towards the long edge of the mat. Reverse table. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the seat. Gently toss the head into the shoulder cradle. Exhale, lower it back down, coming right into boat pose. We can keep the knees bent. It is early in the practice. Just a simple activation of the core quickly and place the palms back down, return to easy seat. We're going to take this little series 2 more times through. I'll lead you through the whole time. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, spinal twist over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale, plant the palms behind you. Soles of the feet down on the mat. Inhale, lift it up, reverse table. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up to boat pose. Exhale, bring it back to easy pose. One more time through. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back through center, plant the palms and feet, lift up into reverse table. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift up, boat pose. Exhale, cross the legs, roll forward, coming into tabletop. So you can readjust yourself on your mat. Taking just a couple cat-cows here. Inhale, lift up through the chin and the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin to chest. One more round. Good. Bring it back through neutral center. Extend the right leg back behind you, hips height. Coming into spinal balance, take an inhale, stretch and reach that left arm forward. Remember, we can always place the left palm back down on the mat, but let's see if we can try and challenge ourselves. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Take one crunch in, elbow to knee. Hold for 3. Breathe 2. 1. Extend it back out. Plant the left palm down, hug the right knee towards the left, curl the toes under. Take an exhale and lift those hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Give the feet a nice pedal here since this is our first time in down dog today. Really getting into the hamstrings and that IT band that runs along the outer edge of our legs. Bring it back through center, taking one sun salutation, letter A here. Take an inhale, rise to the tiptoes. Look forward between the hands, bend the knees, and walk the feet all the way up. Take an inhale, halfway lift as the palms press into the shins. Gaze lifts, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, head bows to knees. Take an inhale, stand tall, sweep the arms all the way out to the sides, and reach them up. Exhale, lower the palms to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, back in Uttanasana. Take an inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, palms plant down, step it back to plank pose. Really make sure you're activating those quads, tightening the lower belly, really pressing the palms down into the mat, not allowing those hips to sag. Exhale, drop the knees, lower into chaturanga, into your push-up. Take an inhale, press the palms down, roll to the tops of the feet, coming up into upward facing dog. Really allow the shoulder blades to come together as the chest broadens. Exhale, press it back into tabletop. Coming right back into our table, extend the left leg back on the inhale and reach the right arm forward, coming back into spinal balance. Good. Holding for 3, 2, making sure to breathe through all of this, and 1. Exhale, knee to elbow, hug it in, keep it right here for 3, 2, 1. Extend it long, all the way back out, stretch and reach, creating that long line of energy, and then plant the right palm all the way back down. Left knee hugs in. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl the toes under, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, rise onto the tiptoes, look forward, bend the knees, and walk the feet all the way up to the front of the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up, rise tall, reach the arms high. Exhale, lower the palms to heart center. Once again, circle those arms high. Exhale, forward fold, forehead towards knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to the shins. Exhale, plant the palms. Once again, stepping back to plank pose. Make sure the quads are active. Hips are nice and equal towards the mat. We're parallel. Drop the knees. Lower into the push-up. Inhale, press the mat away. Roll to the tops of the feet. Upward facing dog. Beautiful work. Exhale, press it back to child's pose. Widen the knees. Big toes touch. Drop the seat towards the heels and stretch the arms out long. So we want to make sure that we know this posture is available to us at any time we may need it. Remembering this is our restorative pose. So that any time we feel like we need a break, we can always come right here, right back to our home spot. But for now, we've got some work to do, so we'll take an inhale, rise back up into tabletop. Exhale, curl the toes under. Lift the hips up and back. We're gonna come into our first little flow here. Take an inhale and step the right foot through between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Release the top of the foot to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, crescent warrior. And then maybe even bending a little bit further into the right knee, sliding this left knee back, getting into the hips, feeling it all along the quads, and stretching those arms high, taking a couple breaths here. I'm going to give you another option as well. If you'd like to bring the fingertips behind the head, you can take a little gentle back bend here by pressing into the hips, pressing them forward and gazing up. Good. If you've taken the back bend, coming back through center, arms reach tall. Exhale, plant the palms surrounding the right foot, and then shift the hips and the seat all the way back, coming into half splits. This time we can come onto the heel of the front foot and work to pull the crown of the head towards the toes. Feeling that activation along the back of the right leg. Pulling the right hip crease back as the left hip presses forward. Just little subtle adjustments here to get the most out of each stretch. Take an inhale, shift back into the right knee. Curl the left toes under and lift the left knee up. Take an inhale, right arm lifts high to the sky, lunging twist. So we're getting that rotation of the spine into our flow as well. And we're gazing up towards the fingertips. Exhale, drop the right palm back down. Step the right foot to meet the left and then drop the knees to the mat. Lower into the push-up. Inhale, press it up for upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes under. Lift the hips up and back, down dog. And remember, if this is too much, all of the push-ups, you can feel free to push back to down dog right from plank pose. From here, step the left foot through between the hands, drop that back knee down, and we can begin to make our adjustments here. Lunging a little bit further into this front knee, sliding that right knee back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms reach up, gaze follows the fingertips. If you'd like to try to take the back bend, bring the fingertips behind the head and drop the head back. Good. Inhale, coming back through center, lift the arms. Exhale, fingertips drop down, shift the hips back, half splits. Roll to the heel of the front foot, stretch those fingers forward. Long spine here. Left hip crease pulls back. Sure, those hamstrings are talkative right about now. Take it, inhale, shift back into the left knee. Curl the right toes under and lift the right knee up. Inhale, lunging twist, left arm lifts. Good. Drop the left palm all the way back down and step it back to plank pose. Remember, you can press back to your down dog right from here, but if you're with me, drop the knees. Lower down into the push-up. Keep the elbows close to the rib cage, shoulder blades hug back together. Inhale, press it up. Upward facing dog. From here, take a quick peek over to the right. And take a look to the left. Just giving some love to our neck here. Cervical spine. Go ahead, curl the toes under. Exhale, lift the hips high. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale, rise onto the tiptoes. Look forward, bend the knees. And walk those feet forward. Take an inhale to lift up halfway, peeking forward. Exhale, fold the head towards the knees. Bend the knees back. Drop the seat. Yes, chair pose time. Inhale, arms reach high. So we're just gonna hold right here for 3 seconds. Let's make sure the tailbone's tucked under, belly activated, holding for 3, 2, breathe. 1, stand up tall and then dive forward over your straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to the shins. Exhale, plant the palms down and step it back to your push-up. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower the knees. Lower down into the push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes under. Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Okay, we are over halfway through with our flow so far. Here we go, building our second little flow here. I am going to challenge you with this round. So you remembered last time we learned what's called three-legged dog. Take an inhale, lift the right heel to the sky. As far as you can lift it, try to keep the hips squared onto the mat. And then we're going to try and step this right foot all the way through between the hands. Go ahead, step it through. Good. And then pivot that back foot flat to a 45-degree angle. So this is warrior 1. Inhale, stretch the arms all the way up. We can get into the shoulders here as well. Grab onto opposite elbows above the head. Pulling the left hip back, right hip presses forward. Stretch the arms up and then bring the palms to heart center. Opening up into warrior 2. Pivot that back foot further so it's parallel to the back of the mat, perpendicular to the front foot. And then turn the torso to square off with the long edge of the mat. Open the arms to a T and take the gaze to the right. Maintaining your breath, helping to ease and calm the mind, providing that sense of equanimity, a calm, clear mind, that internal strength combined with external strength is one unstoppable force. We can either bring this left palm behind the back or drop it down the back leg. Inhale, right arm reaches up overhead, reverse the warrior. Good. Bring the hands back down, surrounding the right foot, and roll to the ball of the left foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Drop the knees down and lower into the push-up. Inhale, press it up, upward facing dog. Exhale, Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, heel to the sky, other side. Exhale, go ahead and step that left foot all the way through between the hands. Pivot the back foot flat, 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift the arms, warrior one. From here, grab onto opposite elbows. Reach the arms back up. Palms lower to heart center on the exhale. Open up that back foot, making sure that the outer edge of the right foot is glued down. Turn the torso to face the back and extend the arms to a T. Gaze follows the left. Time to reverse our warrior. Either bring that right arm behind the back or down the back leg. Inhale, left arm stretches overhead. Side stretching back bend. You are doing so well. Keep it up here. Stick with the breathing and lower the fingers surrounding the left foot. Roll to the ball of the back foot. Step that left foot back. Drop the knees and release the tops of the feet down to the mat. Press the seat back towards the heels and sweep the arms back behind you so that the tops of the hands are on the mat. Drop the forehead down, embryo pose. We're gonna take 3 rounds of breath right here. Just taking a moment to reground and center ourselves. Good. Coming back through tabletop. Go ahead and step the right foot through between the hands. From here, we're going to curl the back toes under, lift that knee, and we're gonna step right up into airplane pose from here. Coming into our balancing posture section. Make sure we're nice and rooted, grounded down into this right foot. Shift the weight forward and stand up. Making that pendulum swing. Torso leans forward, left leg lifts. Holding here for 3. Activate the lower belly, 2. 1, drop the fingertips, step that left foot back, shorten the stance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pyramid fold. So seeing all of these concepts, all the stretches and poses that we've learned coming together on our mat for a full class. It's actually pretty cool when you think about it, to learn all of these things and be able to do it. Good. Take an inhale, lift back up. Gonna step that left foot to the back of the mat. Come back into your runner's lunge. Right leg meets it and drop the knees. Press it back into embryo pose once again. Drop the seat to the heels. Coming back into tabletop on the inhale. One more side to go here. Step the left foot through between the hands. Curl the back toes under runner's lunge. Begin to ground down into the left foot and then shift the weight as you stand tall, airplane pose. Keeping the hips as square as possible to the mat. 3, 2, 1. Fingertips drop down, step that right foot up. Both legs straight, toes facing forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pyramid fold. Bow the head towards the knee. Big activation all along that IT band, running right along the side of the leg. Hamstrings are feeling nice and stretched out right about now. And we might have even started noticing subtle differences in our body along this 10-day process. Maybe even in our sense of well-being, in our mind and our thoughts. All right, step that right foot back, returning to runner's lunge. Left foot meets it. And from here, go ahead, drop the knees and lower all the way down to the belly. Release the tops of the feet down, extend the arms long back behind you, tops of the hands on the mat. 3 rounds of locust pose right here. Take an inhale, lift up the chest and the feet. Arms raise up, the palms are pressing up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Good, 2 more rounds to go, and then we're going to slow it down, get the body nice and stretched out. Round 2. Take an inhale, lift it up. Chest lift, legs lift, palms press high. 3, 2, 1, lower it back down. Now I'm going to give you an option. You can do the same thing with locust, or maybe reach the arms out in front of you this time. Just adding in a little bit more intensity. Take an inhale. This is called Superman. Lift it up. See if you can lift up just a bit higher this time, even 1 or 2 centimeters. For 3, 2, 1, lower it down, drop your cheek to one side of the mat. Feeling the sensations arising in the body, the heart beating, blood flowing through the veins. Turn your head to the other side. All right, plant the palms down into the mat. And we'll press it back up into tabletop. It's time to get into our hips here. After such a good job, well done with all of the hard work we've conquered, go ahead and curl the toes under. Lift those hips up and back. We're going to come into that pigeon pose right here from down dog. So step the right foot all the way through. So we're coming into another runner's lunge. Begin to heel toe foot to the outer edge of the left side of the mat. And then we can drop the shin and the knee all the way down. Make sure you get nice and adjusted here. Find that sweet spot for your body. Our bodies all look totally different. Thigh and the leg are down on the mat. Palms planted in front of you, lifting up into half pigeon, making sure the hips are square forward. And slowly begin to lower. If you'd like to take that figure 4 pose on the back, feel free. Just taking a couple of breaths here, moments of silence. Really try to connect with your inner being. Inhale, rising back up. Shift the weight into the right hip. Begin to readjust the body to the long edge of the mat as you hug the right sole of the foot in. Coming into Janu Shirsasana. Inhale, reach the arms high, gaze lifts, and then square the body over that left leg. Exhale, cascading the torso all the way down. Good. Focus on your breathing. Inhale, lift back up. Begin to slowly tiptoe those fingertips back towards the front of the mat. Make your way into tabletop. And again, with the knees together, feet together, shift the hips back towards the heels, swing those arms back behind you. One last quick stop here at embryo pose, forehead drops down. Just to reset and center. Inhale, lift back up, tabletop, palms underneath the shoulders, and we can go ahead and step the left foot through between the hands. Return to runner's lunge, taking pigeon on this side. Heel toe the foot to the right. Drop the knee and the shin down and get yourself adjusted. Lifting up through half pigeon, feeling that nice back bend. And then go ahead and surrender into the stretch. We might be noticing all kinds of different sensations and levels of intensity here. Just see if we can be a silent observer of the intensity, not allowing it to control us, just being aware of it, knowing that it's there, not tying our emotions to it too much. Inhale, rise back up. Shifting the weight into the left hip and then repositioning ourselves once again, bringing the sole of the foot in towards the right thigh. Inhale, arms reach high, turn the torso squared off over the right leg, folding long. And here, just taking notice if you're clenching your jaw, relax your facial muscles. Just letting go as much as possible. Sometimes we don't even realize that we are just holding on for dear life. Inhale to rise. Coming back towards the front of the mat. This time, we'll just swing both legs all the way around. And lower down onto our backs, preparing for bridge pose. So keep the soles of the feet grounded down. Palms should be right by your sides. Take an inhale, lift up through the hips. Taking 2 breaths here. Press the hips up a little bit further if possible. And lower back down on the exhale. Hug the knees into the chest and drop them over to the right. Arms open to a T. Gaze follows the left fingertips. Ending with an easy spinal twist. Inhale back through center. Drop it off to the other side. Turn the gaze. Finishing it off here, bringing those thighs back over the rib cage. One big squeeze, wrap the arms around the shins and give yourself just a nice gentle massage. Massaging out the lower back as you rock side to side. Take a big filling inhale. Let's take one big release together. Open the mouth, let it go. Extend the legs to the corners of the mat. Allow the palms to fall by the sides. Close your eyes and take rest. Shavasana. Gently bringing awareness back to the body by brushing the thumbs against the fingers. Awakening the senses. Gently turn the head from side to side. Take an inhale, extend the arms long overhead. Give yourself a full body stretch. And hug the knees into the chest. Make your way back up to a seated position. Thank you so very much for joining me on this amazing journey. Congratulations, you've made it through all 10 days of this 10-day yoga challenge. You should be very proud of yourself. Big pat on the back here. And hopefully you've learned a thing or two about yoga. You feel a little bit more confident on your mat. I would love to have you join me for more yoga classes on my YouTube channel. So make sure to tap that subscribe button below. If you have any interest in private lessons or working with me directly, my Instagram handle is right up here on the screen, or you can contact me at Yelena Crawford Yoga on Facebook. Thank you once again. I've had so much fun creating this and having you join me. Namaste. Peace and good luck to you on your yoga journey.